Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we are making shrimp and walnuts. Let's start. For this recipe we need some shrimp, cornstarch, honey, 2 egg whites, condensed milk, salt, butter, brown sugar, and of course your walnuts. Guys, the bigger the walnuts, the better for this recipe. So we're gonna cook this in 2 separate batches. We're gonna start with your walnut. For our walnuts, we need a hot pan, and then we're going to roast this a little bit. We're making like a sugar-coated walnuts or a praline or like a peanut brittle, similar to that, but we're gonna make it slightly covered with sugar or caramel. So roast them for 5 to 7 minutes or until you start to smell the roasting nuts, and then touch it, feel it. If it's hot to the touch, that's the time to add the butter. At this point, add in your butter. Guys, the pan is really hot. Don't let it burn. Keep tossing them, and don't lower down your flame because you're going to add your brown sugar, and your brown sugar is not gonna melt if you lower down the heat. So add in your brown sugar, keep tossing them. The butter and the sugar will melt at the same time while you're also coating the walnuts. So keep playing with them, keep tossing them until they're all covered with caramel. After a couple of minutes, guys, this is how it should look. Don't worry about those butter. We're not going to eat that. They're all going to drip. So keep tossing them, keep coating them. Again, don't let them burn. Don't overcook them. This is ready, guys. So we're going to transfer these in a flat surface. We're gonna cool it down before we use it. This is just a garnish, guys. So garnish that complements our dish. Again, we're gonna put this in a flat surface, let it cool down, and then we're going to go into our next step. Next step, we're going to take away the shell and remove the tail of our shrimps. Make sure nothing is left behind because we're gonna coat them with batter. And for our batter, we need 2 egg whites and half a cup of cornstarch. Make sure you're using cornstarch. Flour doesn't make it as crunchy as cornstarch, and if it's too thick, it's hard to mix. Add in a dash of cold water. Make sure it's cold, and also make sure your shrimp is salted because this is the only time to salt your shrimp. Guys, it's important to get your batter right. Make sure it's the right consistency. Make sure it's not too thin. Could be a little thick, but not too thick too, because you don't want too much batter on the shrimp. And if it's too thin, it's not gonna coat the shrimp. So add in your shrimp to your batter and then mix them around. Make sure you're coating each and everybody in the bath. Mix it all throughout and set them aside, and then we're going to move on to our oil. Guys, for your oil, keep testing it, drop some butter on it. When it floats like this and it doesn't burn right away, that's the time. Don't make it too hot as we don't want it burnt. It can easily burn and raw in the inside. So start adding your shrimp. Do it in batches. We're gonna refry it later, so fry these for a couple of minutes and then take them out, cool it down, and then again we're gonna refry it with hotter oil at the next frying. Guys, notice the color of our shrimp. It's still white. We don't want it golden brown at this moment. And also, I have to mention I'm using peanut oil because peanut oil is going to make this crunchy. For this dish, crunch is imperative, guys. So we're gonna do our next batch. Same thing, 2 minutes, and then we're gonna take it out. We're not cooking it at this point. We're just cooking the batter, and then we're gonna make it crunchier on our second frying with much hotter oil. Guys, when you're deep frying and you're frying with batter, make sure you're removing those crumbs because it's gonna burn, and it's gonna burn your oil, and it's gonna taste it's gonna affect your dish. Guys, for your second frying, make sure your shrimps have cooled down a little bit while your oil got a lot hotter than the first one. So cooled down shrimp plus hotter oil equals crispy deliciousness, goodness, honey. Oh my goodness, I don't know how to say it. So for your dressing, we're gonna mix up a little bit of mayonnaise, a little bit of condensed milk, and a little bit of honey. You don't need a lot, just a little bit. We're not going to soak them, we're just going to dress them a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. So guys, mix it really well. We're going to add it into our hot and crunchy shrimp. Guys, listen to this. Listen to that. That's how crunchy our shrimp is. Again. So we're going to add in our dressing. We're gonna dress it up a little bit. See how crunchy it is? We're gonna dress it up a little bit, toss it around with our honey mixture, and then we're not going to soak it. Just a little is going to go a long way. It's gonna make it sweet and salty and crunchy. What more can you ask for? So guys, this is done. We're going to plate, and then we're going to garnish this with our walnuts, and then our walnut with covered with brown sugar. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're gonna try this. I hope you liked it, and I hope you're gonna join me next time. If you guys enjoy it, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. What is that?
It's shrimp. Try it.
Shrimp? But it doesn't look like shrimp.
Try it. Good? Eat the walnut. Try the walnut.
Wait, what is this?
It's walnut.
Oh.
It's good? Okay, say bye-bye to our subscribers.
Bye.